We are back in Memphis Airport again. Boys, where are we heading this time?
Key West, Florida.
Florida. So since Rusty and I are in the construction business, last week we had a snowstorm middle of the week and it really messes up our work schedule. We looked at the next 10 days and said it's going to do this again next week, but ice and mud. And we decided since we cannot work and not make progress in our jobs, it's time to get out of here. So February is usually the month where we like to travel the most when weather's bad in Arkansas. So yesterday we put out a bunch of hay for the cows, we put out a bunch of hay for the horses, dropped the dogs off at the border.
Again.
Ready? Back at it, on the road, escaping the winter. We made it to Fort Lauderdale and we're directly across from a cruise ship right now. So tonight, we're in our rental car. We just landed. We are gonna stay in Fort Lauderdale tonight on the beach and then get up and drive to the Keys tomorrow. So kind of landed a little bit late, landed at like 7:30. Didn't get a rental car till about a little after 8. 10-minute drive down here, so we're gonna go find some food, get some dinner, and stay in a pretty cool little place down here and hang out in the morning and drive down to our house. The boys and I just came down from the Atlantic Hotel. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. They wanted to see the beach and play before we head down to our place in the Keys. So we're just gonna get some breakfast and check in on everything back home. Enjoy this beautiful weather and beautiful scenery. We are in the car driving down from Fort Lauderdale to Islamorada, Florida. And one of the reasons we wanted to start making these videos was to help people with insight on our budget travel. So when we looked at the forecast, saw it was going to get cold, we looked for good cheap flights, and we flew from Memphis direct to Fort Lauderdale last night for $105. So that's a pretty inexpensive nonstop flight. Took 2 hours to get down there from Memphis. And we like flying into Fort Lauderdale when we come to South Florida because it's a small airport. Smaller. Miami, it's just up from Miami, but Miami is huge. So it's a small airport, easy to get in and out of. Rental car counters really close and easy. And we found a big SUV, like we're in a Armada, Nissan Armada, for $40 a day. So very inexpensive rental car, very inexpensive direct non-stop commercial flight. And we like to fly into Fort Lauderdale because the drive down from there to the Keys is one of the top 3, I think, prettiest drives in the country. So we go down to Key Largo first, and it's like Tavernier, and then Islamorada. And we're staying right between Islamorada and Marathon, so like halfway down into the Keys, and just pretty much island hopping. You just go from key to key to key, and the water just gets bluer and prettier the further you go down. So we'll kind of give you our places we like to stop, kind of tradition. We're going to go to Worldwide Sportsman first and Islamorada Fish Co. For lunch. And we've been coming down here since the year we got married, 2010, and it's 2023 now. So I think we've been almost every spring, every year for 12 or 13 years. Ryder first started coming when he was 4 months old. So lots of traditions down here. We really like it. And you get down here and the video just doesn't even do that water justice. Ocean on the left, bay on the right, and we are ready to get on the water. Well, you know you are in the Keys when you get out at the restaurant and start hearing the chickens. So y'all leave the chickens alone. They're famous down here. We're at a outdoor restaurant bar, big Worldwide Sportsman. It's like the Bass Pro down here, and there's just chickens running everywhere. You know you've arrived. And you see the tarpon? This place is famous for the big tarpon that swirl around.
What'd she say about sitting down?
The hostess right over here. We were just filming some of the big tarpon. Inside one of our favorite stops, and it is the remake of Ernest Hemingway's boat that he sailed in down here whenever he wrote a lot of his famous books. They have an exact replica inside of this Worldwide Sportsman. So pretty neat. You can go inside it and get the feel of being in his boat. This has been one of the boys' favorite stops ever since we started coming down here. But it gives you the feel of being on the ocean with Ernest Hemingway. Everything is completely original, and there's a lot of history and details about his stay. You can even go down in the cabin. And feel like you are in a 19 whatever. I don't even want to start lying on the year. I was hoping some of this memorabilia would give a year. Let's see. This was the sleeping quarters.
This is where you eat.
Yep, this is such a neat little stop to be able to walk through one of these things.
And that's what you look like?
Yep, that was him.
Ernest Hemingway?
Uh-huh.
I didn't think this thing was actually on the water once.
Oh, absolutely. Pretty cool.
So, we're at Islamorada, Worldwide Sportsman. And when we tow a boat and we have a truck, we can bring tackle. Well, I said, well, we'll just rent rods when we get down there, rod and reel. Turns out is you can rent rod and reel for several days for like $50. And these were on sale for $39.
$39.99. So guess what?
$39.99. Heavy.
We just won. We won. Beating the system. That's what we're doing.
$5 bucket.
Go shake these things down, ship them home, have some good heavyweight rods for the house. But cheaper to buy.
Sir, you're from the Caribbean islands. You put the bucket on your head.
Can you carry the bucket on your head?
Yeah, I see.
There you go.
I see.
There you go.
There you go. Yep, little island boy. Look at it. Well, we have arrived at our condo. So we're going to give you another little cheap hack insider tip. These boys are going to unload the groceries and all their stuff. But there's a really, really nice resort down here in Duck Key. It's the key in between Islamorada and Marathon. And there's a resort here called Hawks Cay. Hawks Cay is very, very expensive, like $600-700 a night, like expensive. But there's a lot of these little condos that are privately owned. So let's get in here. They're privately owned, so what that means is they're on Airbnb or VRBO. So where this house is normally probably $600, something like that a night, through Hawks Cay, Airbnb, we got it for $200 and something a night. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on the canal with a little pool. So we'll have to check it out. I mean, look at this back porch. Got a nice little plunge, pool, spa. And here in a little bit, these boys will be out here fishing. Right on the canal and sunset view. That's the big thing in the Keys. Everything's about the sunset. Nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath Airbnb. I will link it. This is the grounds of this pretty little place. Just big palms everywhere. And since we've been here before, we have a favorite spot that we've been coming to for years. Anytime we are anywhere near the Duck Key area, we like to come to this little beach. It's in between the condos, and they have these cool little fishing spots right at the end of a channel. So we could have went to the dock on the channel by our house, but go left then. And we know a little secret spot though back here. So we're gonna go do a little fishing, sit on the beach, and hang out by one of our favorite trees. The grounds here are just beautiful though. Hard to beat. We made it to our little favorite spot, the little mangroves. Erickson's already up in the tree. I'm kind of laying out in the sun, and we're getting ready to watch the sunset. The boys are climbing and playing, and they said there's already some little stingrays running around down here. Swimming around, I guess, not running around. Some other kids said they've already been catching fish. Careful up there.
Yeah, Mama, I don't think they're fighting.
I'm videoing. What do you got?
Nothing so far.
Do a little channel fishing. We got a current good one. We have spotted a local monkey though. I'm gonna zoom in on this monkey. There it is.
Mom, I'm gonna go swimming. I'm gonna go swimming.
It's wanting bananas.
Yeah, why are you making monkey noises?
Rusty's still baiting that last pole. I'm up. Ryder got tired of fishing, so we just met some really cute, really sweet kids from New York, and they kind of were fishing over here, so they rolled out, so we're getting back in on our spot. But this is the tree. Famous tree, famous spot. Let's see if I can catch something from this rock. The beauty of Hawks Cay or Duck Key is you go left, back here to Marathon, you go right, back to Islamorada. We are heading to our favorite spot tonight in Marathon called Keys Fisheries. It's not a really fancy restaurant, but it's a really good restaurant. They always have a good sunset.
Oh, no, Jerry.
The famous Keys Fisheries. Or even on a Monday night, they have a line like this. Pretty cool spot. Ryder, tell us what you found. While we've been over there ordering food at Keys Fisheries, Ryder comes back and says, I found a real shark cage. So no, but it is. It's a real shark cage. Y'all want to do it or what?
Yeah. Can we, please?
I don't know. We'll see. Better get the GoPro for that. Well, I bet I know what we're doing tomorrow. I got the Florida lobster. Ryder got the infamous lobster mac and cheese.
Infamous.
Black and mahi. Rickson got mahi fish fingers. Can't beat a good paper plate.
It may be on a paper plate, but it tastes better than fine china.
It's not that house, it's the next one. So last year, this same time, we planned it way in advance, but we actually stayed in the Keys for 3 weeks last year at that house. Oh, someone's there right now. We stayed there at that house for 3 weeks. It had a pool in the backyard that went out to a canal right in there.
That was so awesome.
It was cool. 3 weeks was a little long, but I am always kind of an early bird. And here is why. When you get up, see sunrises like that, it's worth it. I'm about to drink my coffee and go for a morning walk and go exploring. It's kind of why I like to get up early, is get up and stroll around before anybody else gets to moving. But man, it's going to be a pretty one today. One of the coolest parts about staying here at Ox Cay is they also have a dolphin research center. So you can just walk right in and watch the dolphins play at any time. And it's so cool. You have to pay to like get out there on the dock and do stuff with them, but there's like these little podium stand places. So I'm just drinking my coffee and watching the dolphins play this morning, throwing their balls up and just doing dolphin stuff. Isn't that cute? The boys finally got up. They slept in a little bit this morning, which I have to remember we're an hour ahead down here. So they slept in till about 7:30, 8, something like that. That's sleeping in for those guys. But they slept in, and I told them I'd already been to see the dolphins. So, yeah, keep going around. And so now they're wanting to go see the dolphins. So we're walking back all the way around the harbor, back up to the main resort, to the dolphin sanctuary. Beautiful stroll. Sun feels so good. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit windy, so we've rented a boat 3 days this week, but because of the wind, let's go this way. Because of the wind, we decided to go out on the boat Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So today is going to be our Key West day. We're heading to Key West this afternoon, and we heard there's free country concerts because there's a west to the right. There's a Western music festival going on this week, so I'm gonna go hit some concerts in Key West tonight. Since I've already seen them, now the boys wanted to come get their share. It's the coolest experience.
That's like their playtime in the morning.
It is.
Then they go to work.
No, it's all play to them. Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet. He's good at it.
For today's adventure, we're going over the 7 Mile Bridge, the infamous 7 Mile Bridge.
It's really 7 miles.
It really is 7 miles. We are
And
heading.
there's a famous tree on that bridge over there that grows like
That's where I blew my motor.
That's right. Yeah, this is where we blew our motor last year. We brought our boat down from Arkansas. Rusty drove it 17 miles, and we bought a boat.
Hours.
17 hours. Drove it for 17 hours down here. Bought a boat specifically for our 3-week stay last year, and got down here. And this is an awesome place to fish, like right underneath these bridge pillars. Come around the bridge and blew the motor on like a brand new boat. So kind of ruined the trip. We had to end up renting a boat, but no big deal. No big deal. Got the boat fixed and got it sold. But today we are heading to Key West for the day. It was a little bit windy to rent a boat, so we're trekking over the infamous 7 Mile Bridge and going to Key West. We have to document Fred. The old 7 Mile Bridge that's now no longer in operation has a tree, a resilient tree, somehow growing on the concrete. I think his name's Fred. There's another one that's grown too, but he's famous on the 7 Mile Bridge. Gotta say hi to Fred when you go by. Well, we have made it to the infamous Key West. Going to find our favorite little golf cart place. Do you remember the name of it, boys?
No.
Minties, remember?
Oh, mint golf cart.
All the golf carts are mint colored.
And they're jacked up and they have
And yeah, that's Ryder's two favorite things. So we're heading to Minty's to find a golf cart to rent today because that's really the best way to get around down here. The island's small and there's really good parking when you're in a golf cart. There's not great parking when you're in a car. So we're gonna go find somewhere to dump this SUV and jump in a golf cart for the day. Beautiful.
I thought they were electric, y'all.
Oh, it's gas. We are out on our golf cart. Stop the minis. Hey, boys, say hi. Boys. Hey. They're kickback cruising. And this is the way to get around in the Keys. At least in Key West. Got our mint colored. Look, my bag even matches. Got my mint colored bag. Mint colored golf cart. Cruising, gonna go find some lunch in a little public beach. These things are so fun. You can just whip around anywhere. This spot is another little tradition of ours. We started coming when the boys were babies. It is called Two Friends Patio. There's always live music, and it's right off at the mall. We parked the golf cart. Just a good little beachy vibe for some crazy thing. Scary's gonna like walk up and pick me in the back of the head. What's that?
Well, the boys have made a new friend.
Here's one of our little Key West secrets. There's a pretty cool little beach, free, called Simonton Beach. It's over right next to the Hyatt. We discovered it when we were staying at the Hyatt years ago, and like 10 years ago. And it's got a little boat ramp, little public spot, little cool little tiki bar. Good little free spot to hang out, and the boys are gonna go do some snorkeling.
Hey guys, do it. Oh my god.
Boys, tell us what you want to go do on Duval Street.
Get a henna tattoo.
Henna tattoos. So this is why you rent golf carts in Key West, because we are parking between some trash cans and a bunch of motorcycles. Fine parking job, sir. Fine parking job. Going to check out the One of the really cool parts about Key West is the Truman. What is it? The Harry Truman Park? Isn't that what it's called, Rusty? Look at this Coast Guard boat. And Rickson's already on it. Rickson has found his way onto the Coast Guard ship. We found this amazing park, and we've been to Key West how many times? A lot, and never been down here before. Welcome aboard, it says. We made it to Ernest Hemingway's bar in Key West. We're big Hemingway fans. This bar is super cool. We made a little trip back to the car to change, get on our nighttime gear, and here we go. We're gonna go find some dinner. Ryder's pouting because he wants to ride up front. Let's go. Here we are out walking the dock before dinner, checking out the boats, and Rusty's made friends. And I'm checking out this guy. I'm trying to figure out what this is because I think we need one. Motorized foil. Okay, so we just made friends on a boat down there. Got a tour of the boat, visited with them, and they told us about Tom and Hank. It's a guy named Tom, his dog named Hank, and they just finished the Great Loop. And they said he documented the whole thing, raising money for St. Jude. So you have to look him up. Tom and Hank off the hook. They just did the Great Loop. And I said, we've got friends about to do the Great Loop. So check out Tom and Hank. Ryder, tell us what we just get the chance to do.
We just toured a big boat.
After talking, so being nice pays off.
That's right. It sure does.
About Starlink.
Yeah. We saw some folks walking with Starlink. Rusty and the boys started talking to them, and they gave us a tour of their boat, which they are pretty much living on right now. It is the Emmylou. We got a tour of this boat, met the nicest folks. The boys had so much fun down here at this beautiful harbor. And now we're gonna go find us some dinner before the concerts. Such a nice little treat. And here we are after dinner, still rocking, still on the golf cart. Boys, ready to go?
Juice.
The free concerts are going on down here on Duval, so we're about to go try to find a parking spot and see what all the hype's about. What a day in Key West. It is 8 o'clock and we are just locking up our little minty mobile for the day. About to get in our car and head back up toward Duck Key. Got a good hour plus drive, so I bet these boys are going to be exhausted, but they're ready to do some sleeping.
I like sleeping.
Today's the day we have the boat rented, our first morning, so we're stopping at the tackle center in Islamorada. Gonna ask them what the locals are catching fish on, what they recommend. We spent a lot of time fishing down here last year and learned a lot, but there's still so much to learn. So Rusty's getting the 411 on the bait for the day. Got Rusty and the kids, the cooler, the lunch, everything loaded up on this Sea Hunt Center console, and we're about to go out fishing for the day. He's getting his tour right now and all of his safety information from the guy that runs the boat rentals. He is a trip. Cool dude. We're renting from Islamorada Water Sports Company. We've rented from them before, like 10 years ago, and they've always been really cool to deal with, so recommend them. Here we go. We are officially out on the water. Ryder's in a great mood. There's the Islamorada Sandbar. It's not busy yet.
I'm your captain.
Captain Rusty.
Captain around.
Rickson's already hungry, and we've only been in the boat 4 minutes. Pretty standard.
I'm side captain.
He's side captain. There is one thing new here that was not here last year, and that is that massive boat wreck. Sailboat. So I guess that was Ian, maybe? I don't know. We were here last year, and so we took out right there, Islamorada. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny. It's 80 degrees. It is 29 degrees back home. So no worries. No worries, no problems here. We're gonna go show y'all how we do Islamorada. We're heading to Alligator Reef first. Gonna do some, oh yeah, big fishing boat coming in, and we've already got folks posted up on the sandbar. And this is what it looks like down here. American flags and proud Proud Americans. Got a helicopter right there this morning. Now, but yeah, something. Look at that dude. Not a good day for them. There's a lot of sandbars and really shallow water down here, so you kind of have to watch your navigation and know what you're doing. And you gotta have one of those. Learn a GPS. We have made it to Alligator Reef Lighthouse. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful water today. Crystal clear. We're getting the anchor out. These boys are ready to do some snorkeling while Rusty and I rig up poles and get everything ready to go fishing. Beautiful spot. Didn't take long. What, 10, 15 minute boat ride? Something like that. Seas are pretty calm today, so gonna be pretty. Hopefully these boys will catch something on the GoPro. There you go. Rickson's the first one in the water. Nothing to it but to do it, son. Woo! There you go. Let's go, brother. Ryder just ran and bailed. There he goes. Little water boy. Look at Rickson. He's diving down in the reef. Wild boys. Here we go. Rickson just threw his jacket off and says he's going down for a conch shell. Russ, how deep are we? Right now? 8 feet? Okay. Need some weight? I thought he came up empty-handed. He did. Attaboy. 8 feet deep. You weren't down for like 2 seconds. How'd you get down there? Swam. Just swam.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Rod? Awesome. Well, this is the first cast out of the day, and Ryder's already hooked up on something. Heck yeah. I mean, we have not been parked or like still for 2 minutes. He must be hooked up on something pretty good. Did it break it? Oh man. Here we are. Family fishing. This is how we like to spend some of our favorite days, whether it's on the river in Arkansas or here in Islamorada. Everyone's got a pole out. Well, besides Dad, he's official boat captain, boat guide, baiter, tackler. He's the real MVP. Keeps all of us baited up and having fun. It's a little yellowtail. Turn it sideways. Oh, look at this little guy. Alright, we've been catching quite a few little snappers, some little yellowtail, which of course we can't keep yellowtail. Rickson's been kind of resting, taking him a little nap. I caught a grouper, strawberry grouper. We've just been catching lots of good little small fish. We'll increase our bait size and see if we can get something ready. Alright, we have fished all we can fish. Rickson's tired, didn't feel good. I think the waves were a little bit for him today. Ryder's caught quite a few, and now we're going to head back toward the channel and see if we can catch something a little bigger than these little reef fish. Captain over here is doing a mighty fine job getting us programmed in to get a spot. The boys are chilling up front. We're about to ease in.
Well,
Even on a, what is today, Wednesday? We don't know what day it is.
Big ray.
It's Wednesday. Oh, big, huge stingray right there. But coming up on the Islamorada Sandbar. You doing good? Did you get a little nap, Sugar Bear? This boy's tired. This boy right here, ready to go. Got a little sun. First day out in the boat. Islamorada Sandbar's hopping. We have it secure. You need a sandwich. Is that what you're needing?
Yeah, while I'm walking out there in the ocean, I can eat it.
Okay. We're anchored out. And hat. Someone's got too much sun. Shirt, hood, hat. That's our rules.
Or can I just wear my
He
hat?
doesn't have a tail.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have a tail at all.
He's got a tail. I'm sure it's just that little stinger. Pulling the anchor up at the sandbar. We've hung out, we've swam, we've ate hot dogs, and it's about time to call it a day, but we're gonna go try to catch maybe one more fish first, so. Hey, ketchup face, you ready to go catch one more fish?
I still have ketchup on my
Just a little. It's okay. It's
All right, so we've got a lot of sun today. CJ's fishing pretty heavy.
fishing hard. It's
Got
almost
some-
that time. I mean, look where the sun's at.
I got these guys set up in a channel fish. We're just kind of letting our poles sit. We got some heavy cut bait on them.
Is there any gloves? My hands are like bad.
What from?
Last year, my hands were it looked like little bug bites all of them, but it was the sun.
Oh, sun. Yeah.
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 So we're just kind of letting the sun go down, letting these baits marinate. And Rickson, how's it looking? Postcard in,
Sure.
Whale Harbor,
Or you just move the pole. Quit scaring me. Quit scaring me.
Islamorada Sandbar. 9 feet of water in the channel. We're on them.
Please
Got something on it. Grass end. Nice. It's a good little snapper.
Yeah.
Is that snapper, boy?
Nice.
You see red? Live well. Oh, crap. He swallowed it? Oh, no. He swallowed it.
That's all right.
Hey, live well.
Nope, can't keep him, but we'll get him out. All right, let me get your picture with him.
You know it's a good sign when all of a sudden you start hearing zzz.
Come on. You got it. Come on. Use your muscles. Use your muscles.
job. He's going around
Come on, Rex. Come on, Rex. Come
It's
on.
a group effort right there.
Good job.
Easy, nice and slow and smooth, boys.
Come on.
Y'all know how to reel them in.
You got it. He's getting closer.
Ryder. Easy.
If it runs, let it go.
What's it running like? What do you think it is?
Come on. I've got him. Come on. Reel. Keep on reeling. Harder.
There it is, right there.
Where can you see it? Oh
Oh,
yeah.
boys, I think it's a shark.
Okay.
Is it a shark?
Reel him up. You got him.
What color is it? Can you see?
It's gray.
Is it gray?
You got it, Rickson. Keep rolling.
Easy. Yeah.
Definitely a shark.
Shark! Oh my gosh! Baby hammerhead, boy!
Baby hammerhead.
Baby hammerhead!
All right.
Yeah.
Rickson caught, boy. Oh,
Good job. Little hammerhead going wow.
Chill.
Oh, is it a bonnet? We're gonna have to learn our species better.
Release that drag, son.
Yeah, I ain't holding that thing.
Release the drag.
Get his picture, get his picture, get his picture.
I am.
It's a baby bonnet.
I think so.
Oh, these legs are getting dirty.
I was trying, baby.
Come on.
These legs.
I'm trying. All right, Rickson's trying to get him. Dad's got him. All right. Awesome. Hold him up, Russ.
All right.
Mr. Shark Catcher's taking us on in. Oh yeah. You think that tattoo gave you shark powers today?
Yeah, it attracts other sharks.
Oh, absolutely. Successful day, and we are cruising back in. Sunburnt, happy, hungry, ready to go find some fresh fish. What a great day on the water.
Shark, really.
Yeah. Great day. We have made it to Lorelei's. The infamous Lorelei's in Islamorada. Little beachfront restaurant. We first started coming here for breakfast probably 10-ish years ago. When that one right there was just a little baby.
Now it's.
And that one was a little baby.
I wasn't here, Mom.
You were back in the day. But last year we made it here for dinner and it was awesome. So
Yeah, it was pretty good.
now we're back. About a 45 to hour minute wait. Totally worth it. Live music over there on the beach. And if you have to be waiting, it's a pretty cool spot to wait. Boats tied up, palm trees, cold drinks, mangroves. It's great. I can't take them anywhere. Wow.
See what happened?
No.
My flip-flop fell off and I had to get it. I had to get on somebody else's party barge and then grab it.
Let's check out this Lorelei's sunset. One of the best sunsets in all of the Florida Keys. World famous.
That's exactly what she said.
The sunset at Lorelei's. And then they've got a magic show going. Some of the boys are front and center. To go in the bay instead of out on the Atlantic side, but it's beautiful, sunny, 80 degrees. We're gonna load up, go do some exploring. Today our boat captain's gonna get us off in the mangroves, do a little mangrove running. It's the skinny water like we do on the White River, but a little bluer option. Good job, Captain. This is where we had dinner last night, but it's one of the best places by the bay to get to by boat for lunch. So we're back again. I'm not mad about eating Lorelei's twice, are you? No, not a bit.
Not mad about them
Not a
key lime
bit.
coladas either. Might have one for dessert.
Cruising in for lunch. I'm getting my relaxing time, hanging out on the boat, and these boys, they're playing ball. Attracted a couple dogs that want to play with us. There's always dogs on scene. Excuse me, sir, my boat's drifting. Can you pick up my anchor and just move it up a little bit, sir? I'm trying to lay out and have a good time and my boat's drifting. Thank you, Captain. It's our last morning here at our condo at Hawks Cay, and we found another big lizard. Gosh, they're everywhere, these big iguanas. Normally they just run off from you, but we did find one last night that got after the boys. So now I'm freaked out. Boys, wait on me, wait on me. What if he gets me?
Mom, just go.
Ah! Look at that thing. Look at it. Ah. No, thank you. And they are absolutely everywhere. Like a pest problem down here. Ugh. Anyway, we're enjoying our last morning. We're going to walk up here, go check out the dolphins one more time while we wait on our laundry to dry. Check out and go enjoy a beautiful last day in the boat. As we're saying goodbye to Hawks Cay, these boys found a coconut. I don't think it's ripe, but they cracked. Ryder drove over it. Now they're going to try to drink it. Go, Rickson. Let's see it. Is it good?
I don't have any in there. Never had one before, but it tastes like it's like really thick. So it's like kind of like it tastes exactly like milk.
Well, that's good. Coconut milk.
Except it's quick.
We are back out. Third and final day in the boat, and it's supposed to be the best weather day yet. Yesterday was a little windy. Rusty's doing boat navigation lessons with the boys, kind of explaining, because it can be very intimidating driving a boat down here in these shallow waters. If you don't know what you're doing and you haven't been out before, you can be going and it can just go straight to ground really quickly. So these boys are learning early how to navigate these waters.
Red and green stay in between.
Red and green stay in between. Brown, brown, run aground. Dark blue, cruise on through. We made it to a little spot called Hens and Chickens. It's not far at all from where we took off. It's not far from Islamorada Sandbar. First thing you gotta do, of course, be careful coming in. Slow down and idle because you've got other boats out with dive flags. But first thing you do is you get your dive flag out before anybody gets in the water or dropping our anchors. So, gotta have safety first. Looks like a super cool spot, and these boys are itching to get in the water.
Hey, Rod, come back here and grab this net. And we're gonna grab there's gonna be a rope off the top of that mooring ball, okay? I want you to grab that rope off the mooring ball, and we're gonna tie it up.
We don't even have to throw our own anchor. They have permanent mooring balls out here where you can just hook right up to them.
Or you might just be able to grab it.
Gonna be nice. Flags going up. Goggles are coming out. Gosh, this water is unbelievable. The prettiest color of turquoise. I don't think this iPhone's even doing it justice.
I think it's a little bit deeper.
So everywhere you see the darker spots, that's going to be underwater structure. And that's where these boys are ready to go. Look, coral reef and probably a bunch of fish. You cannot fish in these restricted areas when people are snorkeling, but they're marked on our navigation. So getting to learn this piece of equipment is a little bit tricky, but just experience. A lot of it's self-explanatory. Your depths are on there. It tells you exactly how deep the water is.
So you're in a sanctuary inside the yellow mooring bars?
Inside the yellow mooring bars. It's called a sanctuary?
Well, they're marker buoys. They're not actually mooring bars. It's a sanctuary area, so there's no fishing, but you can just fish right outside of them.
Outside. And it's usually pretty good fishing. So a lot of times where there's people snorkeling, you'll see fishing boats posted up just outside that area. But we did see some pretty big fish when we first cruised in, just hanging out on the surface. We are not expert fishermen by no means. We are just barely learning, barely scratching the surface of learning how to fish down here. And honestly, it's thanks to YouTube videos. We watch Life by the Bow quite a bit. Got to give a shout out to Clay and Stephanie for all their keys knowledge. We watched them for hours last year before we came down fishing on our own for the first time. So Last year was a good practice, but one thing we do, he said hashtag unguided. We put out a chum bag when we first get here. Kind of let the current pull it. And we check out our fish finder. We just saw a big school of fish going over. It's kind of neat. But one thing, so we were snorkeling at hens and chickens or chickens and hens or whatever right over there. And we look up and we're like, Rusty said, hey, there is a ton of fishing boats parked out there. Got to be a reason. So then we start studying our navigation and we see that they are all in this deep little channel right outside of a shallow patch reef kind of. So looked at the navigation, figured out why they're here. Okay. I don't see anything right now on the fish finder. We did just have a big school of fish come over. But that's all that it is. It's just learning where other boats are sitting. I mean, look at all those fishing boats out there sitting everywhere. And you never want to crowd them. Like, you don't want to come up on them close enough to see what they're fishing with. People get really territorial about that stuff. But if there's 20 boats in a certain section, there's a reason. So this is just kind of learning to fish the Keys unguided. And those boys, they've already learned. We cut open these little guys.
I did.
Squid, cut up a bunch of squid, cut up some little bait fish, little pilchers. Putting them on a hook, dropping them down to the bottom, and then usually reeling up, like let it drop all the way, and then we reel up 4 or 5 reels, get it off the bottom. Right there where those fish like to hang out. See if we can get into something. Yeah. Is he an eater? All right. Yeah. Good. Oh yeah, he's got a mate. Caught a fish. We kind of stalled out, so moving around. These boys are making him a turkey sandwich.
Albuquerque turkey.
Making a little turkey sandwich, having a little fruit snack, a little water break, gonna move around a little bit and try it again. The captain's finally relaxing. He's been doing a great job today. We've made it back to Alligator Reef Lighthouse, where we came 2 days ago. The boys just enjoy snorkeling here. Honestly, I liked chickens and hens, or hens and chickens, better. But it was a little deeper, and the boys weren't as comfortable.
Dad, the sunscreen's working really good on my lip.
Good. There they go. It's more shallow here, so it's like, what, 10 feet? Over there it was 20. They just weren't as comfortable. They like this more shallow water, so we're going to let them go.
Although they're not touching the bottom, they still like the shallow.
They still like it more shallow. It's beautiful over there. We're saying goodbye to the Islamorada Sandbar for the last day. What a beautiful, wonderful day on the water. We stopped in. The boys went over to the ice cream truck, or the ice cream barge. Got some ice cream. Visited with some friends that we've made since we've been out here. And got a little swimming in. Now we're gonna go try to burn off some of this bait we bought this morning. Try to go do just a little bit more fishing before we take this rental boat back. Let's get them, boys. We just got back, returned the boat, and now there's a local fisherman dumping fish cuts after he filleted it, and their sharks are hammering. Oh wow, look at him. Oh my gosh. They're going wild, aren't they? Look at them. It's a frenzy. Watch him. Now they're going to go crazy. Those sharks know where the food is. Rickson, don't fall in.
jump in there. There's a big reef shark right there.
Yeah,
There's another reef shark over there.
There's my Spanish mackerel I caught today. My captain and boat guide filleted and got him ready. Boys,
bull shark.
oh my gosh, that is a bull
That's a
shark.
bull shark.
Holy cow, he was huge.
Another bull shark. Whoa, look at that. Look at that, Idris.
Hey guys, y'all have been swimming with those all day.
There's a bull shark, tiger shark.
And those aren't in the cage, guys.
That's a tiger. That's a tiger.
What you got in your
That
hands?
fish.
Fish.
That fish is crazy.
We're at the famous Lazy Days, where they cook your own catch. Let's eat some fish. And the fish that we caught today is now getting served for dinner. Ryder ordered it blackened, Rickson ordered it fried, and we're about to eat our catch. We left the Keys this morning, came on up to Fort Lauderdale, where we're gonna fly out of tomorrow, and the weather got a little so I mean, still not complaining. It's 75 degrees, but it's windy today, a little bit overcast. We drove through a little bit of rain, but there's been some spotty sun. But these boys wound up at Ski Rickson, USA. It's a wakeboard, water ski cable park. Was one thing they kind of said, yeah, that'd be fun to do today, even though it's not super warm. They're going to try their hand at the cable park. So they both skied at one cable park before in the Keys last year, but neither one of them have wakeboarded since last September. So we're gonna try out this and give their mama some more gray hair today. The park is full. Most of these people are in wetsuits or in long sleeves. Windy. Not slowing them down though. Getting their helmets on, getting our boards ready. They make them start out on a knee board for the first time. So yeah, that's the
Beginner, guys.
I'm going first. He thinks it's our first time. This helmet is that. Can we switch out helmets?
Yeah.
Can we switch out helmets?
Because they've never been on this one, they're making them start like super beginners. So
It doesn't fit on.
we'll see.
Pull it just as hard as pulling you.
There he goes. Good job, Rickson. He's the guinea pig having to go first. Bless him. He hasn't wakeboarded or kneeboarded or anything in 6 months. Here goes Ryder's first time. Oh, he's got it. Poor Rickson. Didn't get the memo about swinging out down there at the end. So he's having to swim in. Let's see if Ryder makes it. Learns from poor Rickson's mistake. There goes Coach Tad. Coach Tad's jogging down to go. Coach Tad's back at it. The boys got to skip the knee board and they're getting to go to the wakeboards now. They realized they didn't like knee boarding. Oh!
Come back.
There he
Yeah,
goes.
Okay, pull the handle in at that corner.
There he goes. This corner's tough. This is where it got him last time. Really swing out. There he got it.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he got it. He's good now. Got it whipped. Okay, so we just left the wakeboard park, went and got some lunch. Rickson just had to do a video retake because he was acting crazy. All right, boys.
He's being the elf right now.
So we are in Fort Lauderdale until noon tomorrow. Stop. And it is a little windy, a little overcast. We're in an outdoor, open air taco bar, tequila bar, and waiting on some tacos. These boys did some shred till you dead at the wakeboard park. Made us proud. They're ready to come back on a hot, sunny day. What do y'all want to do now, boys?
Go see monkeys.
Rickson wants to see monkeys. Ryder, what do you want to
And
do?
Top Golf. I want to go find Top Golf and find the crepes. And crepes.
Crepes, yeah. We're big crepe fans.
We've been trying to find crepes for a year since Yellowstone.
Yes, we have not had a good crepe since Yellowstone, and that's been a year and a half ago. So tonight, stay tuned. We're gonna find the best crepe shop in Fort Lauderdale.
Or maybe right now.
Or maybe right now. Okay. You have a family that doesn't work out. Ever. We're active, but we don't work out. Look at Rusty go. We just checked into a hotel that has a gym right outside of our room. We checked into this hotel for the night since we fly out tomorrow. And I do not own a pair of tennis shoes. Like, I don't work out. Oh, he's getting super ripped. You just did one rep, and I think your six pack's really coming in. All right, here we are. We had a late lunch at like 4 o'clock. So our nighttime family entertainment is everyone's hanging out in the gym, just happy to be here. I have the Three Stooges on. I'm pretending to ride a bike in my beach pants. We're about to get ripped before we go home. Pretty sure this one gym session is going to get us all where we need to be, boys. Work off all the vacation food. We found some random hotel. After our little workout session, these boys are swimming, having the time of their life. February 2nd, is that the 3rd? I think it's the 3rd, 4th. We forgot what day it is. All we know is the palm trees are swaying. It's beautiful. These boys are swimming in February, and we love South Florida. Going home tomorrow. We had a few minutes to kill before we went to the airport, and here we are.
Bringing her home clean.
Bringing her home clean. Doing a little back road, and I wanted to see this area of Fort Lauderdale called Southwest Ranches, where they have a horse community, and this GPS took us on a back road that was flooded out. Never a dull moment. I was saying, don't do it, Rusty, don't do it. Don't do it, Rusty.
I've been to Rainy Break.
It was
He's been to Rainy Break. He ain't scared. So Armada's tough. What are you boys so excited about?
Gonna see Azzy the puppy. Willie too.
Going home to see Azzy and Willie and the horses.
And riding the one.
And riding the one wheels. Yep. We tried to figure out a way to bring the one wheels. They didn't get to come, but it's been a great trip. What's been your favorite thing so far from the whole trip?
Swimming
What's
at
yours,
Alligator
Ryder?
Reef.
Swimming in Alligator Reef. Rickson, what was your favorite thing?
Swimming with the nurse shark.
Yeah, swimming with sharks.
At Alligator Reef. At Alligator Reef.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the scariest part of the trip.
Scary.
Swimming at hens and chickens. To me.
Is that pretty scary?
The scariest part of because the water's like it's.
It was a
really
lot
deep to
deeper.
me. Scariest part to me was when I saw that lobster under the White House. Like the second.
Afraid that lobster was going to eat you?
Yeah, I thought it was
The boy was swimming with sharks, but he was scared of a lobster. Hey, can y'all say peace out on this trip?
peace.
Peace.
No, you don't say peace. Peace.
Peace, Dad.
Peace to the little one.